Welcome to another episode of Gaslight Theater presented by OlderNDumber, the movie review show where OlderNDumber watches and chats about a movie. Format's a little different this time than normal. Usually one of us picks a movie that the other two hosts hasn't seen and we watch it and then we chat about it and we discuss things. But you may have noticed this time we're joined by our special guest, our editor, Mellia. Cowboy Bob Thornton herself. So we did something a little different and we picked a movie that we've all seen except May.
Well, he didn't see it.
Carter hadn't seen it.
Carter hasn't seen it in a minute. Hunter hasn't seen it in a minute. And it's actually been a while since I've watched it all the way through. But we watched Starship Troopers. A movie about love and war and maybe a little fascism.
What's a little fascism between friends, you know?
Directed by RoboCop's own Paul Verhoeven, and starring Casper Van Dien, Dina Meyer, Denise Richards, and Neil Patrick Harris. Killing bugs. Just like a popular game.
Oh, static.
Come on, Carter. Get with the bit.
Static.
Okay, we're back online. Do the last part again, the Super Earth part.
Super Earth. Our home.
May's on it. She's on the mic. She's grabbing. Okay.
I thought it was very, very fun.
It's better than I remember. It's cheesy in a good way.
Probably different than when you watched it when you were 8, huh?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Definitely.
Just a little bit different.
I wasn't expecting it to be as gory as it was.
All practical.
It was all practical. Yeah. Puppets and little. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
The funeral machine.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Starship Troopers is a lot of fun. It's good. I do like that movie a lot. A lot of
memeable moments as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah. A lot of good actors in it.
So
veritable smorgasbord for the Mellia Smash or Pass Discord.
Yeah, I'm excited to get on that in a few minutes.
Oh God. I think some of my favorite parts of Starship Troopers is just some of the most ridiculous lines. Like just so out of pocket sometimes. Just a couple of things where it's just like, why would you say that right then and there? Yum, yum, yum. Why? I don't understand.
Because
Why
they
did you need
eat
to
bugs
say
for breakfast. Brother.
Sure.
Death from above, baby. Yeah, I definitely love like the juxtaposition too, because it's like this very sort of, it starts very much like those 90s sort of teen pop. Fun time romance movies, and then it's just like, oh, there's dudes being ripped in half by giant bugs and just tossed at their friends.
Dude, I love the interjected commercial stuff.
The propaganda.
Yeah, so good. Like that's like
Hunter wants to write propaganda.
I mean, he does. So Verhoeven, who directed RoboCop, does that in like the RoboCop movies too, and there's some of the best bits.
He does a lot of like that, like RoboCop is what am I trying to say right now?
I don't know, man.
Like this is sort of like a reference to like not like fascism and like the dangers of like a military complex, and RoboCop was like the dangers of like overextended police departments.
Yeah, and like corporate ownership of everything.
Yeah.
And,
my other initial thought is, wow, there's this game called Helldivers that came out, and it's really like the same.
Even the music.
Yeah.
Even the music, I was like,
the music is like
the flight school emblem looks just like the Helldivers symbol. Yeah.
Heavily influenced. They
By
said
Nazi
it.
Germany. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They did say that it was heavily influenced by Starship Troopers, and the main actor said he would voice lines for Helldivers, but nobody's asked him yet.
Come
Be
on, let's
really
get
good.
Casper
Come
Van
on,
Dien in
Helldivers.
there.
Come
What are
on.
you doing?
The acting was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Like they're all just fucking eating the scenery in
Yeah.
every scene. Every single person in this movie
Yeah.
is just
They're in it.
chewing it up the
In
whole
it.
time. You got Michael Ironsides as Resnick
Mm-hmm.
and Uncle Hank.
Yep.
I can't think of the actor's name right now,
His
but
character's Zim.
young man. No, that's character answer.
Oh, right.
Character
Character
actor
actor.
Clancy
C.
Brown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who were you talking about?
I was talking about Uncle
Oh,
Hank
oh,
from
yeah,
Breaking
yeah.
Bad, who
Yeah.
was
Yep.
get out of here, Rico. You signed your papers.
Yeah. Yep.
I like in that moment where he was like, "Does this look like your signature?" Clearly giving him an alley oop to be like, "No," and he's like, "Yeah, that's my signature." And I can just like see his face
Doesn't
be
look
like,
like it.
"What the fuck are you?"
Because as anyone that's read the books will tell you,
There's
this
books?
movie was a pile of garbage that doesn't capture the essence of the story.
I didn't even know there was books.
No, there are.
Are they good?
I ask a book fan; they'll tell you that they're the best thing ever.
Did you read them?
I have not.
I think the meaning is if you're not a citizen, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
People are gonna watch the podcast episode and then watch this episode and go, "Wait a minute."
But no, I think the point was fascism and everyone. It was so like
Every time Neil
Literal.
Patrick Harris came on the screen, you're like, "Oh my god,
Oh,
he's in."
it's everywhere I look.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that on YouTube.
No, we might have to.
What's a thing that we could call him? National Socialist
Could we
of
call
an
him,
extreme measure. Seems too long to say.
uh,
But every time that NPH would be on the screen, we'd be like, a nacho.
what a nacho.
But I mean, it is presented like, so, did the humans incur the wrath of the bugs? Like, we don't have that backstory, but the bugs definitely threw a rock at Earth and fucked it.
Oh yeah.
So, there's some nationalistic pride there. If you get your fucking city blown off the map, you're probably going to want to go kill some bugs.
The interjecting propaganda though was so
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty great.
It was so good.
It's pretty great. I think
The mom that's just like, as they're squashing the
Those
bugs.
bugs.
continue, Carter. What do you believe the point of the movie was?
I mean, obviously, it's just like showing like the dangers of military overextending their power and like being able to just control the entire government by being the military.
There
'Cause
is
there was-
definitely aspects of that you see.
Because like you don't hear about any like world leader,
Yeah.
president, democratically elected
what do you
leader.
mean? There was the
It's only the military
The
that is
Sky
in
Marshal.
control
Sky
of
Marshal.
That was the
everything.
military.
Yeah.
Sky Marshal.
So it's like, maybe that asteroid was flying from aliens. Maybe Super Earth was flinging asteroids to try to start wars.
I will remind you, it is Cameron's fault the Earth was not prepared for that asteroid.
No,
Carmen.
they wouldn't even.
Carmen.
They
wouldn't
wouldn't
my
have
bad.
even
They
wouldn't
known,
have even
known about it.
Yeah.
Because it was in an unmarked area.
It was
Right.
coming no
It was
matter
not-
what.
It
And
was
if,
not on her initial path.
if it hit them, it would have what stopped? No, it would have destroyed
If the asteroid would have
ship.
hit the ship,
Yeah,
probably
and it
would've
would have
knocked it
kept
off course a little
no
bit.
fucking way.
It was probably
Come
going to
on.
hit Geneva.
I'm sorry. Are we astrophysicists and would know exactly where an
It
asteroid would go?
No, it was probably aimed at Geneva, which was the military headquarters of Super Earth, not Super Earth, because it's Starship Troopers. Just
Super
regular.
Right, right.
Super Earth equals.
And they knocked it off course and made it hit Buenos Aires.
It's a good point too.
Because she had to be a hot shot.
Yeah,
and was.
I hated that. Is that your? Is that
Yeah,
all?
I
Okay.
mean, it's pretty cut and dry what the point was.
Well, yeah,
I
and then if you're
believe-
also like a regular guy, like you're just getting ground, that you're meat for the grinder.
Yeah, unless you can
Unless-
jump on top of a bug, shoot a hole through it, throw a grenade.
I mean,
And do
Rico wasn't
math.
special. Rico gets, fucked through the system.
It's true.
He just is the only one that keeps surviving.
Those things that you said are definitely a part of the movie.
Oh, Hunter knows the whole
he knows the
story.
whole thing.
I don't know the whole goddamn story.
was
It's
in
an opinion. It's an opinion-based review show. All right, fuckers. I don't have the goddamn answers, but I definitely got a fucking opinion.
Please continue.
I think all of those things are 100% in the movie. Those are all things that are definitely in the movie and portrayed in the movie very well. But along also, it is a movie, and there's still main actors, and there's still a script, and there's still a story. And you know, after the people are like, "Oh, it's not the same as the books," whatever. Who gives a fuck? But the movie,
We're really getting the book people.
yeah, fuck you, book people. But I do believe of all that stuff, there was still an underlying point, maybe, or maybe no. I think it's the point. There's all that stuff, which is in facto there. But I think
He's
that
gonna say friendship.
friendship. No, I think that. So you started to say it a second ago, and that's that. You know, even if you're a regular guy, you get thrown through the meat grinder, all of that stuff, right? I think there's the point of being Johnny, who he thinks that he needs to go to the federal service, right?
If only that was what Johnny was thinking.
If only that's what Johnny was thinking. When really he just really wanted Carmen, and he really wanted to be in love with her, and blah blah blah, and all that stuff.
If you have to say, "Hey, can you say I love you?"
She probably
doesn't
don't
love
you.
you.
It's very possible. So he goes in for the wrong reasons, and then after he goes in for the wrong reasons, and she breaks up with him, and he gets that person killed, and he's like, what the fuck am I doing here? He doesn't know what he wants, and he hasn't known what he wants for the last, 5-6 years being in high school, pawning over this Carmen person. Fawning. What did I say?
Fawning.
My bad. Fawning over this.
Golden at the nearest pawn shop.
Fawning over this Carmen person, and then is about to leave, and then shit gets real when his home is destroyed, the place he was going to run back to. And it's like fate and the world told him, dude, please fucking listen up for a second and realize you need to find your own path, and that you actually may have stumbled across it. And I think a part of the point of the movie is that people don't really know what the hell they're going to do with their lives. And even with the craziness of fucking aliens destroying and killing everything, there is still a way to find what you need to do in life.
Yeah.
And to find that purpose. And he takes the purpose so literally that it's like, yeah, I am here to protect humanity. That is my purpose now. And I have chosen that path myself.
That's a good point. I think you see that through a few of the main characters. Like, I think you see it through Ace.
Yeah.
Wanting to be squad leader, and then he gets the opportunity, and he
Realizing.
doesn't fucking know what to do.
Realizing instantly, this is not
for
what
me.
I need to do. You can tell because it's right when they're on that ridge the first time. He's squad leader. And they're like, squad leader, what do we do? I don't fucking know. And Johnny instantly speaks up. Fucking kill them. He knows. Yeah.
So that's a good point.
I don't think there's like deep meaning to this fucking movie. It's Starship Troopers. But I still think there was a script, there was a writer, and there was someone who thought, yeah, I have an idea for this movie. This is what I think I should. So that's what I believe the point. But all of that other shit, 100% in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
All shit that that person meant for it to be there. Yeah. Joey?
You guys make some good points.
This guy isn't even going to fucking say what his answer is.
No, I agree for the most part. I also think that there's some, sometimes you got to like pick yourself up by the bootstraps and get your fucking job done. No matter who's in charge, no matter how bad shit looks, it's you against the fucking universe.
Yeah.
And if not you, then who?
If not me, then who? Oh, now I'm thinking of Morden in Mass Effect 3.
If not you, then who?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I really liked the editing.
Oh,
I
the
loved
editor.
the editing.
Hold on.
The
Hold on, guys.
editor.
The
Oh.
editor approved of the editing.
It would go from extremely chaotic and loud to extremely quiet and calm. And like there was no tone down, it was just so harsh of a cut. It was awesome. And they did that pretty consistently throughout the entire movie.
Mhm.
I thought it was very fun.
Okay. What didn't work for you?
I don't know. Circle back.
Okay.
Let me think on this.
I think it worked pretty well. Like the whole movie, like the shots were cool. Like the breaking from the action to like the propaganda was cool sometimes, or it was just like, and I'm out. I'm just a viewer in this experience. I am not on the boots on the ground following a single person.
I would be dead if I was in this situation.
I am at home watching my TV and pointing on my mouse on a thing to view more. It really
Want to know
felt
more?
It felt like that, like you were watching the movie from a third person,
Mhm.
which I think worked pretty well. Some of the dialogue, I mean, was 90s dialogue, and it was bad.
Yum yum.
So some of that was didn't work, but also kind of did because it was funny.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
So-
with the tone, it doesn't like pull you out of the movie
Right.
because it's already sort of like
So basically, perfect movie, 10 out
Yeah.
of 10. Wouldn't
We're not
change
there yet.
anything.
Whoa! Come on, man.
Some of the effects, some of the practical effects were like,
Practical. They
Yeah.
don't make them like that anymore.
yeah, they don't make the funeral fucking bed go like.
this is
They
been
couldn't
the,
just like
this has
make
been
it go
the sticking
smoothly.
point for Carter.
They just make it smoothly go up. Why you do? It's like is someone manually cranking a wheel
Probably.
underneath the fucking?
I mean,
funeral
just to
thing?
be
Very
devil's
possibly.
advocate, and I brought this up while we were watching it. It doesn't seem like they get to do a lot of funerals, so maybe shit was not up to spec.
Yeah.
Also, the ship had just gotten royally fucked in an attack, so maybe the systems didn't have enough power, so maybe there's a little in the bed,
All right.
little shimmy.
Shimmy.
What about you, Hunter?
Practical effects did it for me. They were super cool. Very, very good. Again, you don't
Love
see
the funeral bed.
Yeah, I did. I did. Loved it. Thought it was the best thing in the movie. No, it was. I really liked the practical effects. It was awesome. I also obviously it's old and it's not up to spec of like what stuff can be now. But I loved the flying in outer space shit. Even it had that Firefly look, and I was like, this is awesome. It felt like the first time of seeing a sci-fi movie again. So I really liked that kind of shit. This is obviously fake, but it's not, because every person, like you said, was in the scene. This is the world. I'm living in it. So yeah, that was really cool. What didn't I like? I mean, he touched on the dialogue.
But that's so of the
Yeah.
times that I don't
Yeah.
even think you can count that.
What didn't I didn't like
Mhm.
not Carl. That's Neil.
The
Patrick.
co-pilot.
Yes,
To her.
thank
Xander.
you,
What was
the reason?
Xander.
There was no reason for
There's
that guy.
no reason for this man. Didn't like Xander
Yeah, well,
That was the whole
Xander-
point of Xander.
Xander
Yeah.
gets his in the fucking
until the end. Well, he does, but then he's also like, "Here you go, I'll give you a knife. This will totally save you."
And did.
It did. You gotta
It
say
did.
before they can launch the nukes, you gotta fucking disable the hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't push the button.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
It's Chekhov's gun. They
Yeah.
introduced a knife in the first act of the
Holy
movie.
shit! Oh my god!
Yeah, you can't press the button if you disable the enemy's hand.
Damn. So yeah, then just Xander. I mean, I might think of other stuff. Back to you though.
It just seems like such a. It's one of those movies that wasn't made to be critiqued. It's just made strictly for enjoyment.
That's
Because
funny.
if people were gonna look at it and critique it, they would critique everything.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's fun. It's a fun movie. There's body parts flying around. People are getting literally sprayed with goop every scene. The blood and guts are in their fucking mouths as they're acting. It
Yeah.
is just so fun.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick
Yeah,
apart
when
a
Rico
movie like
fucking
that.
blows up the
And
big
it's a
one, and
puddle.
it just
He throws the grenade and it's like he threw it into a
Whoop.
bathtub. It's like
It's good shit. It's good shit. All right.
I don't get.
No, I was about to say what is.
I thought you were pushing me for
No.
for a bulldozer.
Yeah. All right, I won't live it down. All right, go ahead. What worked for you? What didn't?
So I like how they really build camaraderie between everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, oh, these guys got a scene together, so they're buddies.
Mhm.
It's just like people hanging out, right?
Yeah.
In all those early boot camp scenes, they're just hanging out and like being idiots, and
Mhm.
they're not, seasoned, but they're still having fun. And so I thought that was cool. And it, like, when you start to see those guys like torn apart, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
they were friends.
It felt like no one really was safe from plot armor.
Yeah.
They were fucking dying.
Yeah.
I also like how they established the stakes too. Like little hints throughout. Like you see Resnick the first time when he's a teacher and he doesn't have his arm.
Yep.
Mhm.
And you see the guy at the recruiting office and he's like, it made me the
Nothing.
man I am today. Fucking both legs gone, one arm gone.
They really do be
Um,
liking taking out the legs.
Yeah.
A lot
yeah.
of people getting
Getting their
dismembered in
legs
the
chopped.
legs.
And then how Zim, Clancy Brown's character, was like, you're gonna die if I'm not tough on you. So just
Yeah.
fucking breaking people's arms and
Yeah.
fucking putting knives through people's hands.
Dude, and when that guy died in the training practice, and he was like, oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so rough.
Yeah, it's wild.
And you know it too. Like as soon as Rico takes his helmet off, that guy's fucked.
Yeah.
Are you classified to fix an M3 helmet? No, sir.
I love how they still call for the medics. Guys fucking
Brains are
clearly
all over the
brains
ground.
everywhere. Medic!
I don't like how Dizzy dies.
Yeah, I don't like how Dizzy died either.
Big sad.
Yeah.
There was no medic.
Yeah.
Medic
died too
wasn't
fast.
Saving that
No,
shit.
they were on the ship for like.
So, I mean, she does get stabbed like twice through each lung and then stabbed twice through each lung. So,
He still didn't
Pretty
say
rough.
I love you to her.
I know,
back.
rough.
Yeah.
He should have at least said that.
Just as like a parting gift.
He wasn't gonna say
Even-
it because he knew Carmen didn't mean it when she said it when it was forced.
I don't
God
know.
damn.
So he didn't want to say it and lie to her on her deathbed.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
I like that Ace played the violin too.
Yeah,
You never would have guessed.
I like that
Not
detail.
in 1,000 years.
I like that detail. It's just like, yeah, and he plays the violin.
Yeah.
Why?
It establishes him as the asshole so quick.
Yeah,
And, like
like,
you
he's-
immediately
This guy's
hate
going to be a
him,
big piece of shit.
and like
then
the
he's
next
not.
scene,
Like, it's, like,
everyone's
comedic.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be fun to see it modernized,
I was thinking that while I was watching it.
but also I fucking hate when that happens.
Yeah.
'Cause
When they
it's
redo
always like
movies and
it would be so
Look
cool
what they did
just
to RoboCop
Yeah.
That was
as the
dog shit.
perfect example.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
they just made it this generic fucking sci-fi movie that felt like everything
Yeah.
else at the time. So,
It would be cool to see it with all of the updated technology and just preserve it, keep it the way it is, just upgrade it.
yeah.
But I don't
Like a
want
remaster.
Yeah.
like
yeah.
Ultra HD.
No. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Just what would it look like if it was now?
The Last of Us Part 1.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted Carmen to die.
Oh God, yeah.
Fuck that bitch, bro. The worst.
you know, as long as we're together, I feel like everything's gonna be okay.
And
You
was.
fucking motherfucker! All you do is fly. Anyway,
Also, you don't care.
She got a
about-
little cut on her eyebrow.
she did.
She
so
got
she
stabbed.
Was real. She did get
Mhm.
stabbed in the arm, shoulder.
Dizzy
And
should
almost-
have lived. Carmen should have died.
Yeah.
Dizzy was way better for him.
Man, this
Mhm.
feels like an Edge Runner situation all over again.
Oh boy.
That's what I would have changed.
Oh, it's just that Dizzy died. Or,
Yeah, just
lived.
Carmen should have died. If
Carmen
Dizzy
died.
still died, that would be fine. I just think Dizzy was better for him. But
Mhm.
also, Carmen should have died.
What if Carmen had died and Xander didn't?
Ugh.
That would've
I'm
been
just start
worse.
throwing up.
That would
God.
have been worse.
Yeah, Xander's such a
He's a
fucking
slime
creep.
ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
such
He's a snake.
scumbag, dude.
Slimy little.
Yeah, I don't
Slithering
think it's fate because
snake.
I heard of a crazy
I
pilot.
followed you.
And I made it so that you were my trainee.
You know what's funny is like Xander is, the Dizzy and Xander, the parallels,
Mhm.
right? But we love Dizzy and we hate Xander.
Because Dizzy has
Yeah,
like
Dizzy had no managerial authority. It was just
Well, no.
I'm following you to this where I will potentially die. Where Xander's like, I'm a fucking boss and I'm gonna make you work under
well, no.
me.
Also, like Dizzy had right intentions. Like she actually like loved him and like
Oh, okay.
wanted to like be with him and saw that Carmen was bad for him because she didn't care about him.
And Xander was just like,
And
"Oh,
Xander was like, "You're
yeah."
hot. Also, you want to come fly?"
I'm hot too.
Yeah, and that was him. That was his character. His whole character.
His whole character arc. That's funny as shit. What would I change?
I wish we could see, because in the beginning, it established that it was the three of their stories, Neil Patrick Harris and
Mhm.
the other four of them, I guess. We didn't see a lot of that.
What
I
went
get
on
it.
with yeah.
I get why, because he went to this super confidential
Secret,
place.
yeah.
But it would have been cool just
It was
to
nice
see.
to see him pop up in like the propaganda videos.
Yeah, that was fun, but a little more.
Yeah.
Did they do that in further ones?
I don't remember if he comes back or not, actually.
Look up the casting.
I
right
don't
now.
think he does. I think the only original cast member that comes back is Van Dien in
Hmm.
3. 2 is a completely different cast.
Useless.
Yeah, sucks.
Useless. This would be a change that I think would actually ruin the movie.
He's
I
going to
don't
ruin
know.
the movie right now. Go ahead.
But they did this whole thing about talking about being psychic.
Yeah.
And that like the human evolution has made it so that there's some people who have like psychic abilities. And obviously
Or
we
it's
see
bug
that
juice implanted as in children when they're born.
maybe. I do think that there is very underlying
government's
lore that we
lying to you.
don't know, you know. But like maybe some more like the only thing we saw was Neil Patrick Harris, Carl. You know,
With a C, everybody. Okay? It's okay.
Carl. They had Carl tell his ferret to go bite his mom, and then he talks to the brain.
He also leads Rico to Carmen.
He also leads Rico to Carmen.
And
he
they
does
were
do that.
doing the card game.
And they were doing the card game, right? Well, he was getting it wrong, so there was.
But he was trying to teach him.
Be
Yeah.
like, know what it is.
It's psychic. Feel it.
Yes, right. Oh, and then right because he finally
Yeah.
did. Because like maybe showing other people with that ability rather than just Carl's character.
Well, they were just all
'Cause,
put
like-
in military intelligence.
Yeah,
Yeah, anyone with
there's
psychic
very
ability,
few
basically.
people that have the ability in the series. so.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But that's what I'm saying. It's something that added more of that, but I think it would probably ruin the movie.
Mhm.
Like, just I don't know, maybe more stuff
It would
about
definitely take it off of like it's very much focused on the ground level guys.
very much. We are talking about the frontline people. That's the
Mhm.
movie, and then they could have another one called Starship Secret Agents. I don't fucking know.
Star Shrimp.
Star Shrimp, you know.
Prawns.
Starship Prawns. Yeah, I don't know. Probably be about it again. The movie's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to.
Yeah,
really
I mean,
change.
and it's we all mentioned too that it's very. It seems like a much longer movie than what you're watching.
I would have made it longer. Fuck it.
Yeah.
That's what I'll change. Make it longer.
Don't do that.
No, I
It's
think
not even
it's
long to
perfect.
begin
like,
with, which is wild.
It feels like a nice meal.
It does. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's some gourmet shit.
Yeah.
Some gourmet ass shit. It feels like one of those meals when you go to like a really like rundown diner and your buddy's like, "No, dude, I'm telling you, this is the best food in the city. I'm serious. You're looking at it like, "What the fuck is this shit? It's run down. There's some dude outside doing some meth. Like, what the fuck?" You walk in and it's just like greatest thing you've ever eaten.
I
Looks
wanna-
like shit on the outside, but boy.
I would have had Michael Ironsides crush a bug with his robot hand.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's good.
We didn't get to see that. And that's a
Mm-mm.
bummer.
Yeah. Yo, he shot that motherfucker though, and he's like, "I would expect any of you to do the same."
He sent him up there to die.
Mm-hmm.
So Rico could be Sergeant.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Didn't think of that one.
He knew that things were up there. He saw
They
it.
both did.
Try an
Yeah.
elevated position, Sergeant. Okay, boss.
He wasn't a sergeant, wasn't he?
It was
He
a
was
sergeant.
a
Yeah, the guy
sergeant.
with the communication.
Because then he turns to Rico. He's like, "You're Sergeant now." Oh,
Wow.
so wild. All right, guys.
How many bloody hands?
How many knives and hands are we gonna rank
How many
Starship
bugs?
Troopers?
How many bugs do you
Nah,
rank
are
it?
you gonna rank it bugs? What are you, a treasonist?
Treason.
May, what are you ranking it?
How many
Bloody
bloody
hands?
hands?
Yeah,
Out of how much?
10.
Fucking 10 bloody hands.
Yeah,
Oh,
10 bloody
yeah.
10
hands is
bloody
right.
hands.
10 bloody hands for me too. That's a great movie.
It's a pretty great movie. I give it 9 bloody hands, but 10 mobile nukes.
Oh, he's nuking it.
Yeah.
He was
10
very
10
upset when
mobile
they didn't
nukes.
use nukes at the base.
What the fuck? I was like, there's so many.
Maybe
throwing
maybe
nuke.
they had already used some. Maybe they were out.
He didn't. He was holding.
Yeah,
Oh,
somebody
no.
had one.
Maybe they had to keep it in case a bug hole opened.
I give it 10 mobile nukes.
Wow. I really want to give it 10 Denise Richards side boobs.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm gonna just put that on the screen.
probably won't be okay
We got
for
full
YouTube.
boob, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
many full boob.
Multiple
They blurred
times.
out the penises,
No, didn't it-
though,
Yeah.
in the shower.
Rough.
I wasn't looking.
Well, they blurred out a couple boobs, too,
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
in the background characters.
They
Weird
probably didn't
censor.
sign the-
Because
they
at first
didn't
I was
sign the
like,
waiver.
okay, they're not gonna show full nudity because they're blurring all of it was many people.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, bitch was topless and just talking. I was like, okay, this is kind of weird censorship going on.
Mhm.
It's the propaganda spots that had the
Yeah.
censorship. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it 10 character actor Clancy Brown faces
I love
out of 10.
I love that guy. I love
Yeah.
that guy. Clancy Brown's so good. What else?
All
He's
across
in
the
so
screen.
much.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's all over the place. And like every Stephen King movie, he's in it.
Hmm. Very interesting.
Pet Sematary 2 is my favorite, though, because he's a zombie in that one.
That is not the movie that
He
we're
eats mashed
talking about
potatoes.
right now.
You're right. It was Starship Troopers, and I think we all loved it.
We did. Clancy Brown.
Recommend. Older and Dumber recommends Starship Troopers.
If you haven't seen it yet,
Watch it.
watch it.
Then
Do
play
it.
Helldivers.
Then
Play Helldivers.
Well, what else we do for the show?
Is there anything else? I mean, we do our outro.
Do we outro for this?
Yeah.
I don't think we outro for Gaslight Theater.
Guys, that's been another episode of Gaslight Theater. The movie review show by Older and Dumber. You can catch one
He
of these.
was the governor of Lorthal.
He was
a
the
good
governor
guy.
of Lorthal, and he was a good guy.
Because he was a voice
everybody.
actor of that in Rebels too, as well.
That's correct.
All right, thank you for another time joining us on Gaslight Theater, everybody. I have been Joey. We've been joined by May, Carter, and Hunter. Hope you enjoyed our take on Starship Troopers. If you're a fan of the book, stay out of the comments or don't. It helps us in the algorithm either way.
Get in there.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Oh!
Yeah!
Danger close.
Kobe.
And then you die. Because it was Joey's
Just
strategy.
have a 500-pound bomb go off at the end.
Joey, every time he throws a 500 megaton bomb, I don't want to
to
see
see
the
the
world.
world
Just saunters away.